Hello students, in the last lecture we have learned about the dissociation of weak acid, and now we will go for the derivation of Ostwald dilution law for weak acid. Now consider the weak acid HA, 1 mole of HA, and it is dissolved in V cubic decimeter of solution, and alpha is the degree of dissociation. Then we will go for the next is called as a dissociation of HA. So HA aqueous is a weak acid which dissociates to give H plus aqueous ion plus A minus aqueous ion. Now here we have to count the number of moles of each species, that is HA, H plus and A minus at the 3 stages. The first stage is the initial stage, second is the equilibrium stage, and the third point is not the stage, but we have to count the mole per cubic decimeter, that is the concentration of each species here. The first is the initial state. At the initial state, the number of moles of HA is 1. We have taken 1 mole, so it is 1. So you have to write the below HA 1. Now H plus is 0 and A minus is also 0 because it is initially HA is 1. So here the initial number of moles are 1, H plus is 0, A minus is 0. Now the number of, if alpha is the degree of dissociation, if alpha is the degree of dissociation, that means alpha moles are undergoing dissociation. Alpha moles are undergoing dissociation. Hence at equilibrium, the H plus concentration of H plus will be, number of moles of H plus will be alpha, number of moles of A minus become alpha, and now the number of moles of HA becomes 1 minus alpha at equilibrium. So this is important, that the number of moles of HA at equilibrium becomes 1 minus alpha because alpha moles are undergoing dissociation. Now the third point is that the equilibrium concentration of each of the species. So here the concentration of HA becomes number of moles upon the V cubic decimeter. Moles per cubic decimeter is the formula for the concentration. Hence the concentration of HA becomes 1 minus alpha upon V. Concentration of H plus becomes alpha upon V, and the concentration of A minus becomes alpha upon V at equilibrium. Now let us write all this in the equation form. So concentration at equilibrium, concentration of HA is equal to 1 minus alpha moles per cubic decimeter. Concentration of H plus is same as that of concentration of A minus, that is alpha upon V moles per cubic decimeter. Now substituting these equations in equation 1. So what is equation 1, which we have studied in the previous slide, that is Ka, dissociation constant for weak acid Ka. So here K, by substituting the equation in these values in equation 1, we get Ka is equal to alpha into V into alpha into V divided by 1 minus alpha into V. So here it becomes simply alpha square upon 1 minus alpha upon into V. Now here 1 upon V is simply C. For 1 mole it becomes 1 upon V. So concentration for 1 mole is 1 upon V. Hence 1 upon V can be replaced by C, and we get the equation Ka. Next is Ka is equal to alpha square into C upon 1 minus alpha. So C comes in place of 1 upon V. So this is the equation Ka is equal to alpha square into C upon 1 minus alpha is for the weak acid. Now alpha is very small. I already explained that alpha for the weak acid and weak base is very small. So it can be neglected from the subtraction or from the addition, but it could not be neglected from the division or the multiplication factor. So it's like 1 minus 0.005 is nothing but 1. So simply alpha is being small can be neglected, and Ka is equal to alpha square into divided by V, and Ka is equal to alpha square into C. So here alpha is equal to under root Ka upon C, or alpha is equal to under root Ka into V. This is the Ostwald dilution law or Ostwald dilution formula. Now this equation we are supposed to write this in the form of a statement, and the statement is nothing but Ostwald dilution law. So just see what is the Ostwald dilution law here. So Ostwald dilution law is degree of dissociation of weak acid, degree of dissociation of weak acid is inversely proportional to the square root of its concentration and is directly proportional to the square root of its volume or dilution of the solution containing 1 mole of an weak acid. Now this is the Ostwald dilution law for the weak acid, that is alpha is equal to under root Ka upon C, or alpha is equal to under root Ka into V, and this equation we have just written in terms of the statement. Now same is for the weak base. What is same is for weak base? Same formula or same law we can derive for the weak base. I am just writing here the statement for the Ostwald dilution law for weak base. So instead of weak acid we are using the term weak base, and let's see what will be the changes happens here. So first we are going for the statement and then we are going to derive the law in the same way. So the statement here becomes only in place of weak acid we are putting weak base, and the law remains the same because it is again the weak base. So degree of dissociation of a weak base is inversely proportional to the concentration of the square root of its concentration and is directly proportional to the square root of its volume of the solution containing 1 mole of weak base. So now we are going to derive the formula here. Ostwald dilution law for weak base. Now here weak base, any general weak base is represented by the formula BOH, where B is the cation and B plus is the cation, OH minus ion is the hydroxide ion. So consider 1 mole of weak acid, BOH is dissolved again in V cubic decimeter of the solution, and alpha is the degree of dissociation. So if alpha is the degree of dissociation, then here BOH will be dissociates as B plus aqueous plus OH minus aqueous. Okay. Now again we have to count the number of moles in the two different stages, that is initial stage and equilibrium stage. So first is the initial stage. At initial stage the number of moles of BOH is 1 because we have taken 1 mole of weak base. Sorry, it is written here. It should be corrected as a weak base instead of weak acid. So 1 mole of weak base, and B plus becomes 0, OH minus also becomes 0. Now at equilibrium the alpha moles are undergoing dissociation. Same, alpha moles are undergoing dissociation because alpha is the degree of dissociation. So at equilibrium B plus, number of moles of B plus becomes alpha, number of moles of OH minus becomes alpha, and now BOH, the number of moles of BOH weak base becomes 1 minus alpha at equilibrium. This is very important, 1 minus alpha. Now the concentration of each of these species should be 1 minus alpha upon V, same as that in case of weak acid. The concentration is number of moles upon cubic decimeter, so 1 minus alpha upon V. For B plus, concentration is alpha upon V, OH minus alpha upon V. Now substituting this in terms of the equation for concentration. So at equilibrium the BOH, concentration of BOH becomes 1 minus alpha upon V moles per cubic decimeter, and the concentration of B plus and the concentration of OH minus is equal to alpha upon V moles per cubic decimeter. Same. Now substituting this equation in these values in equation 2. So what is equation 2, which we have learned in the previous video, that Kb is equal to concentration of B plus into concentration of OH minus divided by the concentration of BOH. So by substituting we get the value Kb is equal to alpha upon V into alpha upon V divided by 1 minus alpha upon V. So it is simply alpha square upon 1 minus alpha into V, is same as that of weak acid. Then replacing 1 by V by C, we get Kb is equal to alpha square into C upon 1 minus alpha for weak base BOH. So here just it is the replacing Ka by Kb. Here Ka, and now for weak base just modification is Kb and other quantities are remaining the same. Again here alpha being very small can be neglected. So Kb is equal to alpha square into C, alpha square upon V, or Kb is equal to alpha square into C. Hence alpha is equal to under root Kb upon C, or alpha is equal to under root Kb into V. This is the Ostwald dilution law or Ostwald dilution formula for weak base. Okay, and hence alpha this is the relationship between alpha and the dissociation constant Kb and the concentration. So Ostwald dilution law is in terms of the relationship between alpha Kb and C or alpha Ka and C. Now the statement we have already learned that the alpha, that is the degree of dissociation of the weak base, is inversely proportional to the concentration, under root of the square root of the concentration, and is directly proportional to the square root of its volume. So now we'll go for the next topic, and that topic is self-ionization of water. This is the small topic of self-ionization of water or auto-ionization of water. Now here water, see the reaction here, water plus water, and it forms H3O plus hydronium ion plus OH minus, that is the hydroxide ion. So water here donates, one water molecule is donating its proton. See the images here, one water molecule is donating its proton to other water molecules, and it forms H3O plus ion, that is the hydronium ion, and OH minus ion. Here the hydronium ion represents the H plus, or H plus can be replaced by the hydronium ion. Its behavior is same as that of the H plus ion. So it's instead of two water molecule, we can also write the H2O will dissociate to give H plus ion and OH minus ion. But where proton does not exist, and this is the realistic way to write the H plus ion concentration in terms of the H3O plus ion concentration. So instead of one ionization of one water molecule, we are writing the ionization of two water molecule to give H3O plus hydronium ion, which is in exist, which is having actually the existence, and the OH minus ion. So the reaction here is two water molecule to give H3O plus ion and OH minus ion. Now to this reaction we are applying the law of mass action, and we get the constant, and that constant is the equilibrium constant, because we know that the water is a weak electrolyte and it dissociates to a less extent. So by applying the law of mass action, we get the K is equal to concentration of H3O plus to the above equation. We get concentration of H3O plus into concentration of OH minus divided by the concentration of water raised to power 2. Okay, then K into concentration of H2O raised to power 2 is equal to concentration of H3O plus into concentration of OH minus. So why we are taking the concentration of H2O to this side, LHS? Because the concentration of water is in a large as compared to the concentration of hydronium ion and hydroxide ion. Being that water is a weak electrolyte, there is a large concentration of water in the molecular form, and there is a less concentration or small concentration of H3O plus ion and OH minus ion in the solution. So here this concentration of H2O is treated as a constant, and we get here the concentration of H2O raised to power 2 is equal to K dash, that is the constant, and substituting this value in the above equation only, we get K into K dash is equal to concentration of H3O plus into concentration of OH minus ion. Hence the last stage, the last equation number 4 is we get Kw now, K into K dash is replaced by a new constant, that is Kw is equal to concentration of H3O plus into concentration of OH minus ion. Now this constant, this Kw is now termed as a Kw is termed as K into K dash, and is called as now ionic product of water. Kw is termed as a ionic product of water. In pure water, the concentration of H3O plus is equivalent to concentration of OH minus. So always the neutral water or pure water contains the equal proportion or equal concentration of hydronium ion and hydroxide ion. The value of Kw at 298 Kelvin is 1.0 into 10 raised to minus 14. So how we get this value? Because the concentration of H3O plus is 1.0 into 10 raised to minus 7. Concentration of OH minus ion is again same, that is 1.0 into 10 raised to minus 7, and we get the value of Kw as concentration, that is the 1.0 into 10 raised to minus 14. This Kw, it depends only upon the temperature. The value of Kw depends upon only the temperature. So we can say that the magnitude of Kw depends upon the temperature only. So at 373, that is the boiling point of water, the value of Kw is 1.0 into 10 raised to minus 12. and that of H3O plus and OH minus ion becomes then 1.0 into 10 raised to minus 6. Hence Kw is having different value at the different temperature. Now we go for the next topic, and that topic is called as a pH scale. What is mean by a pH scale? The pH is the just measurement or the measuring the H plus ion concentration on a different scale. What is that different scale? That different scale is nothing but the logarithm. So pH is nothing but the negative logarithm to the base 10 of H plus ion concentration. pH is nothing but negative logarithm to the base 10 of H plus ion concentration. It is just a measurement of H plus on a different scale, that is the logarithm scale. P here indicates potence or power, so we are just counting the power of H plus or the concentration of H plus in the logarithmic scale. Also we can find out the pOH. In the same way we can measure the OH minus ion concentration on a different scale, that is called as a pOH. Now here in this images, how can we calculate the pH of the H plus ion concentration? Let's check here. So pH is equal to minus log of H plus ion concentration. If the concentration of H plus, first is the concentration of H plus ion is 1 means 1 molar, then convert this to the power of 10. 1 is converting to the power of 10 becomes 10 raised to 0. So 10 raised to 0 is nothing but 1. So instead of 1 we are writing the in terms of the power of 10, that is H plus ion concentration is 10 raised to 0. Now taking the negative log of minus log of 10 raised to 0 is nothing but 0. So minus and plus is same for 0, so it becomes 0. So power of that number will be the pH of that entities. So here again same, taking same second example is, if the concentration of H plus is 0.1, so 0.1 is converted into the power of 10, it becomes 10 raised to minus 1. So 10 raised to minus 1 is nothing but 5.1. So find out the minus log of 10 raised to minus 1. So it becomes 1. How it becomes 1? So power will be that number. So it is minus 1. Log of 10 raised to minus 1 is nothing but minus 1, and this minus 1 and this minus 1 becomes plus 1. In the same way 0.01 is becoming power of 10 raised to minus 2. Minus log of 10 raised to minus 2 is nothing but 2. So it is 2, negative minus 2 and minus becomes 2. Again if we go for the 10 raised to minus 5, so it is 0.4 times 0 and 1. The concentration of H plus is 4 times 0, 0.4 times 0 and 1, that is 10 raised to minus 5. Converting this to the power of 10 becomes 10 raised to minus 5. And then find out the log. So minus log of 10 raised to minus 5 is nothing but 5. So this way we can calculate the H plus ion concentration to the limit of 10 raised to minus 14. 10 raised to minus 14 is nothing but 14. So pH becomes 14. So that means that the question is that beyond this scale, is there any H plus ion concentration? So definitely there is a H plus ion concentration beyond this limit, that is the concentration of H plus is also 2 mole, 3 molar, also it is less than 10 raised to minus 14 also. So this is the scale, this scale is introduced, and this is the convenient to express the H plus ion concentration. How? So instead of saying that the concentration of H plus ion is 0.7 times 0 and 1, that is 10 raised to minus 8. 0.7 times 0 and 1, that is 10 raised to minus 8. It's very easy to say that pH is 8. It's very easy to say that pH is 8. So it's very convenient to express the concentration of H plus if it is very less. So for the lower scale of H plus ion concentration, pH scale is used. pH scale is used. So it's just a measurement of H plus ion concentration on a different scale and nothing else. Now in this same way we can also calculate the log pOH also, and but for that you must know the relationship between the pH and the pOH. For the relationship between the pH and pOH, we have to use the equation, that is Kw is equal to concentration of H3O plus into concentration of OH minus. So we know that 298 Kelvin, the value of Kw is 1.0 into 10 raised to minus 14. Hence, substituting this value, we get concentration of H3O plus into concentration of OH minus is equal to 1.0 into 10 raised to minus 14. So, taking the logarithm on both the sides, so we get log of H3O plus ion concentration plus log of OH minus ion concentration is equal to minus 14. And then taking the negative sign on both the sides, we get why it becomes minus 14 here, because log of 10 raised to minus 14 is nothing but minus 14. So here minus log of H3O plus ion concentration plus minus log of OH minus ion concentration is equivalent to 40. Now from equation 5 and 6, just in the previous slides, we know that the pH is nothing but minus log of H3O plus ion concentration and pOH is nothing but minus log of OH minus ion concentration. So substituting this here, we get pH plus pOH is equal to 40. So this way, we can, from the pH we also can calculate the pOH, because we know the relationship of pH plus pOH is equal to 14. If pH is 2, then pOH becomes 12, and because pH plus pOH is equal to 40. So we can use this to find out solve the numerical. This is the relationship between the pH and pOH. Now we'll go for the next slides. Here the acidity, neutrality or the basicity of the solution. Now for the neutral solution, we all know that pH is always 7 for the neutral solution. So here H3O plus ion concentration is equivalent to OH minus ion concentration, and hence 1.0 concentration is 1.0 into 10 raised to minus 7, and the minus log of 10 raised to minus 7 is now becomes 7. So for the acidic solution, the concentration of H3O plus is same as that of the concentration of OH minus ion, and here now but the H3O plus ion concentration for the acidic solution is greater than 10 raised to minus 7. Hence the log becomes opposite, that is pH is less than 7. If H3O plus ion concentration is greater than 10 raised to minus 7, the log it becomes less than 7. That means if H3O plus ion concentration is more than 10 raised to minus 7 means what? It could be 10 raised to minus 6. It could be 10 raised to minus 5. So the pH becomes 6, pH becomes 5. That means pH is lower than 7. So from 1 to 7, this scale is for the solution remains acidic. The pH is less than 7. pH is 7 for the neutral solution. Then we go for the basicity of the solution. So for basic solution, the H3O plus ion concentration is less and the OH minus ion concentration is more. So H3O plus ion concentration is less than 10 raised to minus 7. So what does it mean by less than 10 raised to minus 7? So less than means it could be 10 raised to minus 8. It could be 10 raised to minus 9. So this way, the pH becomes 8 or pH becomes 9. So this way we can calculate for the basic solution the OH minus ion concentration, and then we go for the pH of the solution. So it doesn't mean that in the solution if there is OH minus ion concentration, then there is no H plus ion concentration. So it should be less or more. The H3O plus ion concentration or the OH minus ion concentration should be less or more, and from the equation we have to calculate the pH and the pOH. Now the last equation here is H plus ion concentration can be measured with the formula alpha into C. Alpha here is degree of dissociation. You can also calculate this with this equation, the strong electrolyte H plus ion concentration for the strong electrolytes, because alpha is 1 for strong electrolytes and alpha value is less, then you have to incorporate the value of alpha for weak electrolyte like weak acid and weak bases, and then find out the H plus ion concentration. For strong electrolytes, the H plus ion is alpha into C, where alpha is 1, but for strong electrolytes you have to know the basicity of the acid, that is it is monoacidic base or monobasic acid like this. So how much H plus ion it is releasing 2 H plus ion, then you have to multiply the factor by the 2. If it is tri-basic like H3PO4, then 3 H plus ion are released, so you have to multiply it by the 3. So till then here we will meet in the next video. Till then you have to take care and good wishes for your study.